Ladies and gentlemen, how many times have you found yourself waiting for the perfect time to tend to the dream, to chase that dream, or to begin that project you've been putting off? We've all been there waiting for the stars to align, for conditions to be just right. But here's the truth. The right time doesn't exist. Today, I'm going to show you why waiting could be the very thing holding you back from the success you've been craving. In the next few minutes, I'm going to reveal 6 powerful reasons why the best time to start is right now. I don't let fear, doubt, or procrastination rob you of your potential. It's time to take action, because the only thing standing between you and your goals is the decision to begin. Ready? Let's dive in. You see, we live in a world that celebrates perfection, that teaches us to wait for conditions to be ideal. Society often convinces us that success follows a specific set of steps, or that we need the perfect circumstances to take action. But here's the harsh reality. Waiting for the right time is one of the most common reasons we hold ourselves back from success. Think about it. How many people in your life are still waiting? They're waiting to feel confident, waiting for the right connections, waiting for that magical moment when everything falls into place. The problem is that moment rarely happens, and in the meantime, time slips away. In the next few minutes, I'm going to share with you 6 powerful reasons why waiting for the right time is the worst thing you can do, and why starting now is your best option. Because quite frankly, the best time to act is the moment you decide to stop waiting and begin. Let's talk about the first reason. The perfect moment doesn't exist. You've probably heard the saying, there's no such thing as the perfect time. It's true. Life is unpredictable, and circumstances will never line up perfectly in your favor. There will always be something: bills to pay, obstacles to overcome, fears to confront. If you wait for things to be just right, you'll be waiting forever. The key to success is not waiting for the stars to align, but starting where you are with what you have. Every single successful person has faced challenges, setbacks, and imperfect conditions, but they started anyway. I think of all the entrepreneurs, creators, and innovators you admire. Did they wait for a perfect moment to start? Absolutely not. They took action despite their fears, despite not having all the resources, despite uncertainty. They did not wait for the right time. They made the time right by taking action. And that's what you need to do, too. You have the power to shape your future, not by waiting, but by acting. Now let's move to the second reason. You'll never feel 100% ready. Have you ever felt like you weren't quite ready for something, like you needed just a little more time or knowledge before you could jump in? That's because we're wired to fear the unknown, and the idea of diving into something without feeling fully prepared can be puzzling. But let me tell you something, no one ever feels 100% ready. I don't care how successful someone looks from the outside. They started with doubts. They started with uncertainty. The truth is, readiness comes through experience, not through waiting. When you step out of your comfort zone, when you take that first action, you learn. You fail, you succeed, you adapt, and you grow. That's how readiness is built, not by waiting for the ideal conditions, but by plunging into the challenge head first. By waiting, you rob yourself of the opportunity to learn and prove. By acting now, you give yourself the chance to grow. This leads us to the third reason procrastination is a silent killer. Procrastination is sneaky. It's that voice in your head that says, just one more day, just one more week, just wait until I'm sure. It lures you into a false sense of security, telling you that you have all the time in the world. But the truth is, time slips away faster than you think. Every day you wait, you lose valuable opportunities that may never come back. Procrastination creates a gap between your dreams and your reality. The more you put things off, the more you convince yourself that you're not ready, the more that gap grows. Soon it becomes easier to stay stuck than to take action. You may even wonder what it was like to feel motivated. But once you break the cycle of procrastination, once you take that first step, it gets easier. The momentum builds and you start to see results. But you can't create that momentum if you're still waiting. Let's move to the fourth reason. Growth only happens when you take action. Waiting is a passive process. Action, on the other hand, is what drives change. Think about the most impactful moments in your life. Were they the moments you sat back and waited for things to come to you? No. They were the moments when you stepped forward, took initiative, and acted. When you take action, you begin to build a new version of yourself. You start to discover things you didn't know about your own capabilities. You start to see opportunities that were invisible to you before. But none of that happens if you're sitting still waiting. The more you act, the more you learn, the more you grow. And here's the truth. Growth often happens in uncomfortable, unexpected moments. It happens when you're not ready, when you have no choice but to learn on the job. You can't grow without action. So stop waiting and start acting. Start now. The growth you're seeking won't come to you. You have to go to it. Now, let's talk about the fifth reason. The world doesn't wait for you. We live in a fast-paced world where things are constantly changing. Opportunities come and go in the blink of an eye. If you wait for the perfect moment, you might miss that moment entirely. Life doesn't pause for you to catch up. The world keeps moving, and while you're waiting, someone else is taking action. Someone else is grabbing that opportunity, launching that idea, and building their future. If you want to make an impact, if you want to achieve something meaningful, you have to move with the world. You have to act now, even if you're not sure what the outcome will be. The world isn't waiting for your perfection, but it will reward your action. Finally, let's consider the sixth reason you'll regret not starting sooner. Imagine 5 years from now looking back at your life and wondering, what if I had started then? What if you had taken that first step instead of waiting for the perfect moment? Regret is one of the most painful emotions. And the worst kind of regret is knowing you could have done something, but didn't because you were waiting for the right time. When you start now, you're not only avoiding regret, but you're also positioning yourself for a future filled with opportunities. You might not see the immediate results, but every step you take today brings you closer to the life you want to live. Every day you wait is a day you could have spent building the future you dream of. I don't let yourself be in a place where you look back with regret, with wishing you had started sooner. So, where do you go from here? You start right now. Right this minute. It doesn't matter if you don't have everything figured out. It doesn't matter if you're scared or uncertain. What matters is that you take that first step. Because when you take that first step, you begin a journey of growth, learning, and change. I know it's not easy. I know it feels safer to wait. But trust me, the moment you begin, you'll never look back. Your dreams are waiting for you, and the best time to make them a reality is right now. As we come to the end of this journey together, I want you to reflect on something important. The life you're waiting for is already within your reach. All it takes is the courage to start. Whether you're dreaming of a new career, a business, a healthier lifestyle,